Mic test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wicca, word, baby. TraderBryce in the building. Ayo. What's up, everybody? How do you like my, that's how I'm going to introduce myself every time. Maybe I need no one liked my tweet on Twitter when I tweeted this out. I was a little upset. I wrote out an entire story of essentially my life goal to become an accredited philosopher. And I think what I have to do is start off as a rapper, and I'm going to go by Young Aristotle or Young Plato. I don't really remember which one I said. It's one of the two. And from there, I'm going to rap about some philosophical stuff. And from there, I'm going to become a president of the United States, because that's another goal of mine. And then what I do from there is when I come back into the public, I write a philosophical thing. What would that be called? A dissertation? I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to become an accredited philosopher before I die. I just kind of want to be like of the same rank as, like Plato or Socrates, when, kids are reading back in their history books and they're like, who was it that, created the puzzle theory? And it's going to be Bryce Tuohey. I think I probably should legally change my name though at that point. Cause philosopher Bryce, I'm going to change my Twitter handle to that. You just wait. That's going to be my name on Twitter's, philosopher Tuohey. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Is philosopher Bryce or philosopher Tuohey better? If not, I'll probably change my name to Plato, but not like Plato, like the philosopher Plato. It's going to be like Play-Doh, like the toys or whatever you play with when you're a kid. Anyways, see, whatever. As you can tell, I'm actually doing this small cap recap midday, so I cannot quite tell you how my day is going to end yet. I've taken a couple of trades. I think I'm down am I down? I don't know. I'll go over my trades. It's plus or minus a couple $100, but I'm in one trade right now that is working. I'm up about $4,000 on it right now. But I'm actually planning on swinging this trade. We'll talk about it in the, I might take some off today. We'll talk about it when we get into the charts here. But that's kind of what I've been trying to go for in this market. Is definitely, we've talked about it, right? Trading less, waiting for better setups. And to me, this is just a really nice swing setup. I like it a lot. So I'm going to just try to trade it according to plan. And worst case scenario, a stop out isn't going to be a bad loss by any means. But we did have a couple other day trades in here today, which were nice. We're also going to talk about GameStop had a massive multi-day move. If you guys missed that somehow, nearly 100%. I think only about 4 or 5 days. Pretty crazy. I haven't even checked AMC. I'm sure that's running with it. In fact, we'll just dig into the charts right now. Let's get up AMC. Oh my God, up another 15% today. Yeah, okay. It was still, let's see. If we go from here, it didn't have nearly as drastic of a bounce day, I think, as GameStop, that recovery day. But, roughly from about $13 up to a high of 22. So almost 100%, very similar to GameStop. GameStop didn't quite go 100%, closer to that, 80% level. So definitely some crazy meme stock moves. I would be curious to see if some of those other meme stocks from back in the day start to run. And what's kind of funny, I'm surprised. Kodak, in a sense, was it wasn't really a meme stock. I really thought this would become a meme stock at some point, and it never really did. I figured this would be one that the meme stock crowd would have really latched onto. In a while back, if we're looking back at these daily chart, like this daily chart here, we had a lot of consolidation, of course, down pretty far down. So I wasn't expecting some breakout over 60 by any means, but I was expecting a much bigger push out of this back when it was consolidating here in this area. It just never did. But it's very, funny enough. So this started running roughly around the same day that GameStop did. They had, they had earnings come out one of these days back in here. And this was it seemed like a delayed move just from the earnings. I don't think any specific news came out that day. But anyways, very similar here. So, we see this really pretty crazy move actually, because this has been a slower mover lately. That's just what happens when stocks get that beaten down and we have a lot of bag holders is, those former, even if they're still relatively low float stocks, do just simply become slower movers because they've got a lot of bag holders. You got a lot of people selling into pops. But still, from 4 up to a high of 681 today. Now that was, again, a couple days ago. This just looked like a nice multi-day breakout chart. Still holding that breakout level. I did get stopped out. I think I am out basically break even on that. So GameStop though, that was a much more drastic move, right? I guess it wasn't the same day. Just maybe coincidental. But we basically have this, this little breakout here through the 130s, but we're going to have a lot of resistance here in the 160s. So I think the best case scenario for a multi-day move on something like GameStop would probably be consolidation near 160 and then a breakout through that level for maybe another 200 test. That is a very, very best case scenario in my opinion. It's already up nearly 100% in 4 days. So I'm not going to be I wouldn't be swinging for the fences on this one. But again, former runners, relatively speaking, this came from, you can't even see it. This came from $5, right? And it had this grind up before that parabolic through about 20. And we're still, from $5, we're still holding up. It's low down here was 77. That is impressive, right? It's very far beaten down off highs. But if we go back and look at something like KODK, right, where we look at the rats. I'm not a good laptop person. I really am actually pretty bad with laptops, but this came from that $2 area and ran up to 60. But when it was consolidating your lows, it was at 5 and 6. So yeah, it's still, quote unquote, well above lows from before the run. Not nearly as drastic as something like GameStop, which is still up over 1,000% from lows before the run. Do I see this breaking out in the near future? I don't, but anything's possible. Former runner with a lot of, social support behind it. So for those of you who are GameStop holders and they're like, oh, he's saying it's not going to go up. He doesn't believe in the short squeeze. Listen, I would love for this to break all-time highs and go to 1,000. I'm just saying I don't think it's realistic, but again, anything's possible. That would be crazy. It would respark a lot of momentum. I just think it's a little bit too beaten down from highs. Again, best case scenario is some consolidation near, I guess the next level would be around 200. If it could do that, things could get kind of wild. I'm not going to lie, but it really needs to have some probably multi-week, maybe potentially a month or two consolidation near that 200 level for another big potential move to happen. Anyways, let's get into some trades from today. I did not trade NRSN, but this was a nice little third day surge attempt. It didn't quite do it. In terms of that breakout, now we just have a lot of resistance here in the high 7s, low 8s, but still holding key levels, right? We're still holding yesterday's low, which is pretty important. I think now, we're red on the day now. We're red about 10% as I'm filming this. What time is it? It is 1 Central Time, so 2 Eastern. Probably don't see this following through for a breakout by the end of the day, but this will be a really good watch in the coming days here if we can start consolidating in. I think 650 is kind of going to be that key level, 650 to 7. If we can consolidate near there for a day or two, I think there's a lot of potential on this chart still. Again, we're just holding up. This came from $1.50. The only thing, and I didn't confirm this, is that I believe they did have warrants in the high 6s or low 7s, which is something that was very important to know as a trader, especially, back before the 2020 COVID bubble happened. A lot of small cap traders would read through the filings to find out where those warrants were, not necessarily to say this is where it's going to top out at, but if insiders can start selling, they most likely will. This was just right from the other day. This was just straight up. This looks manipulated. Now, of course, we're just going to also have shorts getting completely squeezed out. It's a 7 million float stock. Shorts were just getting continually squeezed, trying to find high a day, and it just never really happened. But again, the longer this can hold up, I think that 650 to 7 is going to be pretty key. We'll keep an eye on that. I like NEW a lot for tomorrow for a third day surge. I actually liked it a lot for a day 2 here. I'm still technically in from about 260, so I'm basically break even on it. I'll probably end up selling by the end of the day if it doesn't break out, just because, again, I think tomorrow for a third day surge is better. But what I've learned, this is a quick little fun fact, I don't like swinging for the potential of a third day surge. Sure, it does sometimes happen in pre-market and I just miss it, but the third day surge, in my opinion, is best done. It's most easily traded on the third day. I've seen a lot of really nice third day surge potential setups on day 2 that just fail pre-market by the third day. So I don't really want to sit through that. I'd like to wait for that confirmation. Traded KODK today. As I mentioned, I haven't checked what the actual numbers were for that gain or loss. It's probably pretty close to break even. So we just had this little nice multi-day breakout here over that 640 area. We'll get into the 1 minute here. Where were we? Here we go. Okay, so once we had this nice spike out of the gate, it had this quick little break of low a day and instant recovery. I'll get a few up. Again, 640 was a pretty key level, so I would have just bought over high a day, but again, 640 being the multi-day, or that 640 area being the multi-day breakout, I figured I could get in just a smidgen early, so I bought on this candle here over the 641 break. I actually got a 641 fill, and I sold a little over half into this push. I did not sell any here, and I believe I got stopped out under 644 or 643. I did get stopped out, yeah. So I don't know exactly. I probably made like $100 or $200 on it. And let's see here. We went over those charts. CYRN is my last main watch. I'm currently in this, thinking about swinging it. I did swing it from yesterday, actually. Got in, I think I had an 818 average or something like that. Rode it all the way up, all the way down. And my stop is now yesterday's low a day at 740 or 750. And right now, looking good. This has traditionally been an end of day mover, so I'm going to continue to watch this. I might add to this. Not sure yet. We'll see. Again, it's just sticking to my plan. Those of you in small cap rockets know I have been talking about this for a couple days now, but really, really heavily watching it. I like, again, another third day surge setup. We are, in my opinion, we're seeing a lot of third day surge setups again, which is really nice to see. It's one of my favorites. Unfortunately, I like third day surges. Well, back when they were working a lot, early through mid 2021, they were working best out of the gates. I've seen most of the strongest movers now, though, in the afternoon, especially CYRN, which has been almost every day it's ran an afternoon mover. Except I can't remember what happened this day, but basically every other day has been an afternoon move. So going to keep it on watch for this afternoon, see if we can follow through with that third day surge. And again, I don't even know how long this is going to be. I apologize if I'm just talking your guys' ears off, but things I look for in a daily chart that, because you guys know me, I don't really swing much. But again, I'm looking for strength. We're holding over these highs still, right? Which was a lot of resistance by volume. And we did have this crazy squeeze, of course, but we're just holding up so well after a lot of strength. It is going to understandably made that new low. And realistically, I probably should be risking this 460s level. But I'm keeping my risk tight just because, again, I think it's important, or relatively tight, with yesterday's low. Third day surge, one of my favorite patterns. I'm playing it accordingly. I don't think this third day surge would work if it went below yesterday's low. That's my logic behind it. But again, just strong daily chart, former runner, most likely an upcoming hot sector. It's a cybersecurity. And that's something to keep an eye on too, right? Like I know gas prices are starting to come back down ever so slightly as oil kind of took a dump. But, even these former runners, you got to remember the sector. I mean, this is still holding up very well. I'm not saying, again, another case like GameStop and AMC and all those former runners, right? Do I see it breaking out again? Probably not. But with it holding up so far above lows, I do expect, or will be anticipating and will be waiting for another likely pretty big bounce. And that could be, it comes back down to 15 to 20 and bounces back up into the 30s. That's still 100% move. I think there's a lot of potential range here. So I just gave you a lot of thought process of, what I normally like to look at and things I'm looking at right now, stocks I'm looking at, sectors and whatnot. But that's my day so far. That's my Thursday. And yeah, in terms of stocks, I should say, I think that's all I've got. But I do want to let you guys know something really cool that's coming out. And I'm not going to spill the beans too much here because I'm going to make you guys do a little bit to learn more about it. But Tim Sykes is actually launching his first NFT collection. Pretty freaking cool. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited to see what happens. Again, I don't want to spill the beans and everything. I'm gonna keep it a little secretive here, but we do have a link down below. If you want to get all the details sent right to your email, you're just gonna click that link, enter your email, and you get all the juicy deets. I think it's launching next week, right? Next week, yeah. So if you wanna get in on this a little bit early and know what's going on, hit that link down below in the description and. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Let me know down in the comments below, what kind of setups have been working for you lately. Again, I'm seeing that third day surge coming back, but there are plenty of other setups that are, really doing well in this market. Ones that aren't necessarily my strong suit, but I know a lot of long bias traders who are going for these more all day holds that are doing really well too. So that being said, yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what's working for you. Drop a thumbs up if you liked me rambling on about GameStop. Don't dislike this video if you thought I was crapping all over GameStop. I'm not. I'm being realistic. And I would love another squeeze, but leave a like if you like me. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, guys. I will see you back here. I don't know. Probably not Friday. We're doing the Tuohey Talk Show on Friday. So again, we'll see. I'll see you back here. I see you. Last thing, for those of you who are in small cap rockets, be sure to fill out the form for Trader of the Week. We're going to be bringing on a guest on Monday, the Trader of the Week in small cap rockets. So make sure you fill out that form so you can have a chance at being our guest on Monday. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Trader Bryce, Philosopher Bryce, Philosopher Tuohey, out. With a word. We hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Thanks so much for watching and being a part of the Stocks Trade community. We wouldn't be here without you guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Our goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we can't do it without your help. So if you enjoy what we're putting out and want to hear more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.